Welcome back, friends. LostScarf here, and it's time for more Miles Edgeworth, Ace Attorney investigations. So we don't go to court ever in this, is my understanding. I assumed we were going to be dealing with, like, defense attorneys and stuff. No, we're just doing this. Ain't that something? Just don't have to prosecute if we figure it out beforehand, I guess. March 13, 1:22 p.m., Gatewater Land, main gate. Chased out like a pair of peasants. Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Kay? There's something even thieves should never steal. You know what that is? Is it life? You really shouldn't steal anything, however. I'll bite. What shouldn't a thief steal? Got it! A life is too heavy of a burden on your soul to get away with, ever. I gotta work on pausing out the commas more. That's something we can agree on. Well said, Kay. No matter what we may try, murder is the one crime that can never truly be hidden. And I intend to prove that by my own hands. By strangling someone, yes. When I apprehend the murderer myself. Alright. And I'm going to work extra hard to be a good assistant. Let's go! I still never said she could be my assistant. I'm just going to drop the issue. The first thing we should do is locate the real scene of the murder. I'm gonna say crime. Mr. Edgeworth! Oh, good, I got that voice back. Okay. Detective Gumshoe! Mr. Edgeworth, the stadium! Hurry, sir! This is supposed to be hush-hush, but they found a witness at the stadium! A witness? You! What did we tell you about leaving your assigned post? Ah, the jig is up! Mr. Edgeworth, remember that I'm always rooting for you, so go get him, sir! You look so sad running. Those detectives sure look like they're enjoying themselves. It's not all fun and games, Kay. Now then, let's head to the stadium and meet this witness. Seriously, if I could afford it, I'd just wear a suit all the time. Just cuz. I'd be like, what the hell is this guy walking around a SeaWorld in a suit for? I'd melt in it though, god, it'd be hot. March 13, 1:42 p.m., stadium. Oh, it's the car! It's one of the cars! It's the second car. There's 3 cars. And I don't think that one's it, because that was in the pink spot where the guy's dead body is, so this one was already gone by the time the dead body was there. I thought there was a witness here. Yeah, I don't see anyone. I'm just gonna go with the regular name until we see what it is. Mr. Edgeworth. Holy crap, it's her! Alright, we gave her the Valley voice, so here we go. Long time no see. You are Miss Emma Skye, correct? This girl's the younger sister of my former superior, Lana Skye. 2 years ago, we stood in the same courtroom together as witness and prosecutor. But I thought she had gone to Europe to study forensics. Okay, when does this game take place? So this is pre-Apollo. This is pre-Apollo Justice because she's back and everything during Apollo Justice, and Edgeworth is in Apollo Justice, right? It's been a while since Apollo Justice. I can't believe you remember me, Mr. Edgeworth? Of course I do. How have you been? You look to be in good spirits. Are you still studying abroad? I learned her name in Japanese, Akane, which, yeah, okay. You bet. More than anything, I want to investigate crime scenes scientifically. I've been studying non-stop every day to become a top-notch forensic scientist. But it's spring break now, so I thought I'd come back for a bit. I see. He's leaving out the part where, you know, Phoenix saved her sister. And Edgeworth was trying to put her away. Talk. No, Edgeworth wasn't trying to put her away. Wasn't he part of that situation too? Who was trying to put her away? No, I think it was Edgeworth. It's been too long a time. Oh. I almost didn't recognize you. You've really grown in these past few years. Please don't tease me, Mr. Edgeworth. I know I still have a long way to go, but I'm going to be a super forensic scientist someday. You'll see. You seem to know Mr. Edgeworth really well. Are you two acquaintances? Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Emma Sky. Nice to meet you. I'm studying abroad now to be a forensic scientist. How about you? Wow, that's a great dream. My name's Kay Faraday. And I'm trained to become an unstoppable great thief. A great thief?
Don't think too hard on it, Emma. It's not worth the trouble. In any case, we have much to catch up on.
You bet we do. Emma Sky.
So why are you here, Emma?
Well, I just happened to decide to come back home for spring break. And then I heard that you'd come back too, so I raced on over here.
Yeah, when we're at the end of this game, we need to look up when this timeline is. Is this after Phoenix's fall from grace and stuff like that? It has to be after Phoenix's fall from grace. But how soon after and how much before Apollo?
I had really wanted to welcome you back at the airport, but I had just missed you.
And how exactly did you know I was here?
Through the power of science, naturally.
Ones and zeros. Ones and zeros. I see a 1 and a 0. I don't know about the rest of that.
Never underestimate what science can do for you. There's more technology, but yeah, science as well. Yeah. I use these to track your footprints, and I followed them straight to you. This set is the greatest. It's so wonderfully scientific. You spray this chemical on the ground, and when you shine the special light on it, ding, the footprints light up like an electrified noble gas in a glass tube.
They just threw psychobabble right there.
It's almost like magic, scientifically speaking.
Forensic science has never seemed more ominous to me than at this very moment.
The witness.
Emma, I'd like to ask you about what you witnessed.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Are you not the witness Detective Gumshoe told me about?
Well, I did get a call from Detective Gumshoe earlier. He was practically yelling at me. Mr. Edgeworth needs your scientific doohickeys right now, pal, he said.
What was that man thinking? Or rather, not thinking?
Let me guess, there's been a murder, right?
Yes, unfortunately. There's a sudden glint in her eyes. But I need to keep my mind focused on the witness. Now where did that person go?
Present my badge for fun. Wrong person. Notice anything?
Look deep in thought. Care to share, Kay?
With all that's happened, I'm getting a little confused. For example, what that detective said earlier.
About how we must look for the witness at the stadium?
No, not that. I'm always rooting for you a bit. I was thinking how sweet that is. It's like you two are best friends. Or, you know, if it wasn't for, Maggie, boyfriends.
I think you're a little confused, alright, Kay.
Yeah, Maggie's getting in the way between that ship. Alright. Present my badge, just cuz. Here's a symbol of a prosecutor, right? But I don't think I've ever seen you wear it, though.
Well, I'm not as enthusiastic about wearing it as you are with your pin badges.
I know, right? I mean, I really wanted to put even a few more on today. Oh hey, I like yours, Kay. Do you have any extras? Sorry, but there's only one of these in the world, and it's proof that I'm a great thief. Okay,
let's see here. Maybe we can get forensics on this? Can you put your goo on this?
What? Not to be speaking about this, then putting it in a way that transmits the feelings that I understand. Ooh, done. It makes it sound like she knows what she's talking about, but she really has no idea.
Admittedly, I'm slightly confused by what she just rattled off.
Okay, let's try this. No? Alright. She had to be there for that one? Okay.
I don't think this will do it. No, this uses nothing.
Okay.
I guess we gotta present the pink one to her, so let's back up, go to the pink bike. Examine. I assume this is another Batmobile?
Yeah, it's a different color than the blue Badger's car.
Yes. This is the retina-searing pink model. What's that off in the distance? The witness! Oh hey, it's the pink badger. Badger, get! Oh my god. Got him. Badger, 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 badger. Just what does she see in these silly things? Mushroom, mushroom. Tough love.
I think this badger has something to say to you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Are you by chance the witness I've been searching for? Okay. Sorry, but I don't speak badger dance. Bring some mushrooms and a snake. Ding. Oh god, it's her! Old Bag's back? Oh god, well at least I know that voice.
Ah, I can't take being inside that stuffy head anymore.
You're... No! Why her? Why here? Why now? I like the delivery I did on that. I first met this woman 3 years ago. Oh wow, it's that recent. So... that was the second game, I think, not the third game. I'm pretty sure she was the second game. I don't think she was the first game. Was she the first game? It's been too long. All I know is it's got to be just after Phoenix's fall or just before Phoenix's fall. So this is way earlier. I first met this woman 3 years ago. She was a witness in one of my cases. She has since gone out of her way to pop up unexpectedly and cause me great grief.
Edgy Poo! Why couldn't you understand what I was trying to tell you? I mean, really. I was trying so hard to keep the kids' dreams alive by staying in character. But you couldn't pick up on what I was trying to convey to you. I'm sick and tired of that roundabout way of talking, so I'm just going to be direct.
I had a bad feeling before, but this just made it official. Today has gone beyond the typical not my day into the realm of waking nightmare. And usually only one man causes that.
Are you a friend of Mr. Edgeworth too, Miss Pink Badger? You could say that, but right now I'm just the Pink Badger, dearie.
You may look the part, but I know better than to trust my eyes around this woman.
My name is Wendy Oldbag. But you can call me Wendy or Granny or whatever suits your fancy.
He's okay with Granny?
Nice to meet you, Miss Oldbag. I'm Kay Faraday. What do I care about you young whippersnappers like you? Yeesh, I was just trying to be polite.
Wendy Oldbag. Weren't you security guard at one of the Gatewater hotels the last time we met?
I go where I'm needed. I'm very good at what I do, unlike the youth of today. I get called in all the time to fill in when there aren't enough hands. But enough about me, Edgy Poo. I'm thoroughly dejected right now. I finally get the chance to see you again, and here you are, talking with 2 young girls. Men are all the same. Doesn't matter.
Oh god, she's going.
Or just the other, there knows me who went garden to get arranged marriage with a 16-year-old.
What did that just say? What did that just say?
You seem to attract all sorts of interesting people, Mr. Edgeworth.
Okay, please, I'm begging you. By all means, do not provoke her any further.
Aren't you forgetting about something, Mr. Edgeworth? This person could be the witness.
Honestly, I hope she isn't, but I don't think fate is going to be so kind today.
I saw what happened. I even saw the exact moment it happened. How's that? So it's true, she is the witness.
I don't suppose I can afford to ignore the old bag.
Yes, it was just a little while ago. I saw it happen right in front of me. The moment of the murder.
You mean to say that you witnessed someone being killed right before your eyes?
That's a pretty important piece of testimony to me.
Ah, here we go. Time to press the old lady. What old bag witnessed? We're gonna see that she didn't witness it.
I came to the stadium to take a short break. As I was resting, I happened to glance over and I saw 2 men facing each other in that area. Suddenly there was a loud gunshot, and the person who was shot fell to the ground. It was a very terrifying experience, let me tell you. Looks like we hit the jackpot, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, I can't afford to ignore what she has to say. Unfortunately.
What's that unfortunately you tacked onto that end of the supposed to mean? Edgy Poo? Well, anyway, let's see what we can find out from this little old lady.
We're rebutting her? Alright. Seems like we should be investigating, not in rebutting. Alright. You mean you took a break from being the Pink Badger?
You may not think it, but it's hard work keeping kids' dreams alive. You smell of sweat, your hip creaks with pain, you even begin to dream about work. That's the kind of story that would scar a child for life, you know. Well, that's why I chose to come take my break here, whippersnapper. I don't plan on playing the part of the dead badger in front of a bunch of kids.
So what did you see while you were the Pink Badger while we're resting? Are you the... Okay. So what did you see while you, the Pink Badger, were resting?
Oh yes, that... Well...
You saw two men? Can you describe them for me?
They looked like your average Joes, completely uninteresting and not worth fawning over. I'm telling you, they were so boring that I don't even remember much beyond that.
But did they have any special features? Anything you can recall would be very helpful.
Oh my, don't tell me you're jealous of those two men. Hey, she's right. You do seem pretty worked up over them, Mr. Edgeworth.
I'm not worked up over anyone. And I'm not even jealous.
Alright, Edgy Poo. Those two are just fools compared to a stallion like you. I thought so little of them that I lost interest the instant I laid eyes on them.
My mouth. You're claiming to have seen the exact moment in which the murder took place?
Absolutely. That gun made a terrible racket when it was fired. Didn't try to go help the person who got shot? I'm only one person, you smart alecky brat. What could I have done? But I took off as soon as I could to find someone who could help.
Two men, one bullet. It's all consistent with what we found out from the body. Sadly, there wasn't exactly a lot of new information to go on in your testimony.
Well, if I saw the guy again, I'm sure I could identify him for you. I mean, how do you expect me to remember anything without something to jog my memory? We're standard, aren't we?
While it was somewhat useful, her testimony also presents us with a new problem.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes?
What about this new problem?
What is that giant grin on your face for?
You want me to show you something really nice?
No, thank you.
Don't be so mean. I swear it's something you're going to like.
What is that gadget you're holding?
But you see, before you is the great weapon... before you is the secret weapon of a great thief.
I should have known it would be worthless.
Don't be like that. Teehee. Ahem.
What the fudge?
What do you think now?
What is it doing? It's projecting something into the air.
I'm going to input the necessary information to run simulation now. Once I'm done, I'll increase the size of the projection to its maximum size. Dark skies of evening, when no other bird dares take wing, one alone remains all-seeing. Now witness the true power of a real modern-day Robin Hood.
I'm claiming bullshit. Okay, here we are. Recreation. What is this? I would figure Emma would have this, but then again, how would Emma not have this later in the games, right?
This is a recreation of the murder based on the info I input into Little Thief.
Little Thief? I dare say I think you're taking the Robin Hood thing a little too far.
Little Thief is actually meant to be a simulator for me to plan my thefts. But I suppose if I used it like this... Let's see, Miss Obag said the two men were facing each other. And then a gunshot rang out and the victim fell to the ground.
It wouldn't work that way, they gotta get up close. So with this, we can expect the crime scene as it was in the past.
See? What do you think?
I have to say, I'm impressed by the technology thieves have access to these days.
Well, it is the super secret weapon of the might Yatagarasu.
Indeed.
Oh, but if there isn't enough information or if something is out of place, the recreation could come out a little strange.
In other words, I can use this to authenticate the validity of a witness's testimony?
You got it. You really catch on quick, Miss Edgeworth.
Right now, this simulation's a recreation of that witness's testimony. So for now, I should re-examine everything. And if I find anything illogical or strange, I can ask for clarification.
Feel free to examine anything in the simulation the way you always do. You can even present evidence when you find a contradiction. And if you find something, I've got Little Thief with me, so you just let me know, okay?
Okay, here we go. Begin investigation. Alright, what does Emma think of this? Because holy crap, right?
This is amazing. Just feel the power of science. That's it. Okay.
Don't talk to Oldbag. Oh, let's talk to Oldbag. Not yet. This is the body? According to the testimony, the victim fell to the ground here.
That's right, but...
But if that's the case, then we've already found our first contradiction.
Huh? What? Where?
If this is the real scene of the crime, there's something missing that should be here.
The blood?
Which piece of evidence is missing here?
Is there any mention of blood spatter?
Come save! One sec. There we go. The blood. This is the contradiction.
Eh? Is something wrong with my recreation?
If this is the real scene of the crime, something specific should be here. If you think back, how did we deduce that the other crime scene was not the real one?
Oh, I get what's missing now. There's no blood on the ground here either, right?
Right. The fact that there is no blood here casts doubt on the witness's testimony.
Edgy Poo! How can you tap me like that? You calling me a liar? I know what I saw, and I saw the victim get shot down. You know, I don't think she's lying, Miss Edgeworth.
To be honest, I can't think of a reason why she would lie to me. In that case, maybe there is another explanation for the distinct lack of blood.
Good question.
It's the silhouette of the killer with his gun at the ready. Hey, is it not possible to recreate the face of the killer?
Well, I can't exactly input what we don't know of into Little Thief.
She has a point.
Yeah.
It looks like they broke the stage down.
What can I do with that knowledge? Guess that means they're down for the day.
Or maybe it's because a different show is scheduled to start its run tomorrow.
No, then, okay. I look at the bike, with the mobile. No. Dr. Oldbag. What is it? Is this some sort of new attraction? Oh, what is this? Some sort of...
Present!
I got nothing. Okay. Back away. Okay. Look at my logic.
Eureka!
Victim was the kidnapper, stage was packed. Huh? Why is there no blood? Oh, that could be why. They're cleaning up and they cleaned the blood. Maybe?
Not exactly a shining example of the perfect line of logic.
We don't have enough of that. I gotta talk to Kay. Recreation.
So, you believe that this gadget will provide us with the proof we need?
Yeah, of course. Pretty neat, huh? By inputting info like this, we can recreate the crime scene exactly as it was. Although Little Thief was originally intended to be a training sim for heists.
A training sim for thievery? I don't believe I can turn a deaf ear to that, Kay.
But it's for practice. Practice. It's not like I've actually stolen anything yet. Besides, we're in the middle of investigation, so stop nitpicking.
Even it is just practice, I can't exactly endorse the act of stealing. Although admittedly, this device is rather useful in investigation.
Using Little Thief.
So how am I supposed to use this to aid my investigation?
Oh, that's right. I guess I should explain how to use it, huh? Objects outlined in yellow are things that are not present in our time, but were in the past. Things outlined in a dotted line are things that exist now, but didn't in the past.
I see.
You can examine and interact with lubricated people and objects as you normally do. You can even present evidence whenever you find an inconsistency. Oh, and be sure to point out mistakes in the curation with evidence, too.
Very well. Let's continue with the investigation.
Hey, there's something you don't get about Little Thief. Feel free to ask any time, okay?
Okay.
Wrong button. Here are the profiles. We have one for Emma now. School student, old bag, question mark. Nice one's girlfriend. Lauren Pops. Freaking A. Okay. So... look at the body again.
I'm fairly convinced that the victim was killed here, but then why is there no blood? There must be some explanation for this contradiction. Perhaps I should go over all the information I've gathered one more time.
Back to old bag, let's just show her things. Present that. Yet another blue badger. I've had my fill of these things for a lifetime.
Thank you for the extra commentary, but all I wanted was for you to take a look.
Oh, alright, I guess I can do that. But only because it's you, Poo. Eh? What is wrong with this thing? Why is the blue badger wearing sunglasses?
How could she have not noticed all this time?
Alright, well, we got her huffed up, but I don't know what that does. Blue badger mobile? Go on, Poo. Show me anything and I'll tell you all about it.
Very well. What do you think about this?
It's nothing special.
Somehow I figured she'd say as much.
No, yeah, of course she knows nothing of that. Dead body? Nope. Costumes? Nope. The Bible? The Bible? It's like a lineup of ugly thugs.
You cut to the quick.
Only behind the scenes. I'm the pink badger right now to the kids. But don't you think I'd be even more lovable if I kept this headpiece off?
Think of the children. You're the one who wants to keep their sweet dreams alive, right?
Thanks to this, people have been taking my picture all day. It's like I'm one of the mascot characters of this park.
It's not like you are the mascot character. Well, one of them anyway.
But you have no idea how hard it is to be one. You're not allowed to talk at all. Taking away my ability to talk how's my effectiveness as a human being. I have a hard time not talking. But it seems like such an easy thing to do. What do you know, young'un? Just wait until you're my age and then you'll see.
Is it possible this loud old lady was once a quiet, fair maiden? Ha! Impossible.
Nope, okay, so she's useless. My bad, just cause. Nope, okay. Okay, I have a problem.
So, okay, let's logic the other things then.
Kidnapper... no blood. This shouldn't do anything. What? It's a... what? Okay. Alright, fine, whatever. Alright. I don't... son of a... alright.
Is it not possible that the victim was wearing a costume?
So you really think that Mr. Deacon was one of the kidnappers?
I think we can reasonably assume there's a very good chance that he was. And that if he was shot while he was inside one of these stolen costumes...
then Mr. Deacon's blood would be inside the costume instead of on the ground. Okay, yeah, okay.
Precisely. Now if only we could prove that the victim was wearing a costume.
You'd think it'd be pretty easy if we could find some footprints. But the problem is finding them, since there doesn't seem to be any around.
Footprints, huh? I wonder how we can get about finding some of those.
We actually... obviously. He's right there. Hello, little girl.
How old is she now? She is... Profiles. That wrong girl. 17? Alright. 18! How old was she in, was she 13 in Phoenix? No, she can't be 13. She was like 16 in Phoenix's game, or 15. She had to be 15. 3 years, yeah. But she hasn't aged at all. Footprint analysis. Emma, about that method you were talking about for finding footprints. Finally an expert knowledge in forensics is needed? Yes, well, can you detect and trace even partial footprints? Leave it to me? My cutting-edge detection kit can find anything? Very well, if you could please analyze the footprints in this area. Okay, stand back now and witness the power of science at work. Oh! She has the power! Okay, now what? Spray, spray, and spray. Hey, I found something. Look right there. I don't see anything. Oh, that's right. Here, put these special glasses on, Mr. Edgeworth. Holy crap! These footprints here were definitely left by a badger costume. Judging by the way the prints are layered, those seem to be the newest. Then we can conclude that the victim was definitely wearing a costume at the time. Victim's costume data jotted down in the organizer. Okay, in that case I'll update the Little Thief simulation parameters. I can't wait to see what we find out from this new view info. Oh, we Tony Stark before Tony Stark up in here. Alright. Ooh. Investigation complete. They still have to be close enough to shoot him that way, though. So the victim was wearing a costume when he died. And with that, we should be one step closer to the truth, right? See, the recreation has changed in accordance with the new information. Maybe closer, but now... Maybe closer, but now... Something else has caught my attention. Oh... What do you want? Your testimony, naturally. I'd like to hear it one more time, if you please. Round 2. What Old Black witnessed. Okay, we heard that. I got that. Okay. So, does this mean that Miss Oldback's testimony has a contradiction in it? Yes, and I believe our best course of action is to compare it with your recreation. See? I just knew Little Thief would be of help. Now let's see if we can pull more info from Miss Oldback to put into the recreation. For that, we must first find the contradiction in her testimony. What? Oldback witness. Let's press her again, see if there's anything new on the first ones. Okay, that's old. Alright, round. Okay, this one. There's anything new this time. Yeah, here's the one. If he was in a costume, how'd she like just average looking? Just didn't notice they were in a costume? Okay, we had this one before. So we heard this one before. And the fourth one. Why don't you have anything to say to me? No, not especially. You're so cold, Edgy-Poo. But that is exactly what I like about you. You sure are one tough cookie. One part unshakable and one part scary. What's that smart mouth of yours, Missy? What do you know about my fragile heart? Knowing what we know now, thanks to your recreation, contradiction stands out like a giant sore thumb. Precisely. It's all becoming clear to me. Let's clear up this issue with some well-presented evidence, and get this over with. So it's the one where Yeah, go back. Right here. There, this is the one. Not press, I meant present. Present. Go through again. Okay, so now present. They're in a costume. Here it is. Two men? How did you know the gender of the two people involved? Seeing as how the victim was wearing a costume at the time. Furthermore, I have another matter I'd like to inquire about. I'd very much like to know why you failed to mention the costume in your testimony. I'm beginning to doubt if you really witnessed the murder at all. But I'm telling you, I really did see it. I saw it with my very own eyes. From a seat in the second tier. The second tier? Hey, didn't you say you saw it right in front of you earlier? That was, you know, I was using the phrase in the metaphorical sense. It's metaphorical! I see our witness still has a screw loose, in the metaphorical sense. The cushy seats in the second tier is there for hotshot VIPs. Which is exactly why I go there now and again, to take a nap. I can't see how you could have gotten a good look from there, so it's so high up. Were you able to see even the victim's costume from way up there? Well, I know I saw two people, but I couldn't really see what they looked like because they were in the stage's shadow. It's hard to make out the victim. Okay, alright. It could be Pops who did the kill. My eyesight isn't what it used to be, you know? Not like when I was young and you could spot a guy from behind your mother. The flash tried to make it easy. I was a guy for oh my god. Let's return to our investigation, shall we, Kay? You got it. Begin investigation. What? Alright. In the stadium. Right. Examine. This new silhouette of the victim is in a costume. Silhouettes can change depending on the information I input. But Little Thief can recreate more than just people. To investigate away, we may even find more info with which to make a more accurate sim. Alright, sounds like a plan. It's the silhouette of the killer with his gun at the ready. Redid this. Back to K. Back to there. Footprint analysis. Thanks to you, I'm able to proceed with my investigation once again. Thank you. It was nothing. It was nothing. I'm just glad that science and I could be of service. Pretty amazing how we could see the footprints. So what's the secret behind that thing? Oh, you want to know? I'm here. You can read the manual. Aha, very interesting. So if I do this, I can avoid leaving footprints. She can't seriously be trying to use the information to her advantage as a thief. Wait. I can't examine the footprints, that's weird. Logic. Oh, the stage breakdown, right. Connect them. If that woman's testimony is to be believed, the murder occurred before the stage was broken down. Want me to input that bit of info into Little Thief? Yes, if you please. Okay. Little Thief has the power! Oh! They had to be closer together. Well, I don't think I need to point out much on this one. Oh my god. There's clearly a contradiction here. Please stop stealing my lines. But I'm a thief. Oh, come on, it wasn't that hard of us to see it coming, even for a layman like me. I suppose, in any case, it's not possible for the killer to have stood here in that way. Because there was a very real stage set up in the spot at the time. Oh, it's that band. Yeah, this is pre-Apollo Justice, so okay.
Yeesh, I told you I got it. Do you feel the need to explain everything?
Yes, well, in any case, we still need to resolve this unusual situation.
Isn't it obvious? The killer was on top of the stage, naturally.
That would explain the downward shot. Or upward shot.
Right, Miss Oldback? Yes, I remember now. The killer was standing on top of the stage. See, now let me update the info in the simulation.
This would explain the shoulder to body, the abdomen, but the only way for that to work is if they shot him from behind. It's gotta be shoulder to abdomen, yeah. From behind. Well, what have we here? A bunch of hooligans running amok, I see. Son of a bitch. Agent Lang, how nice of you to join us. Well, I can't have you going around messing up my crime scenes. Agent Lang, we've discovered that the real scene of the murder is here. The stadium. I see. Thanks. For what? I'm just trying to show you my appreciation for all the time you saved me. Who knew that such a strange little toy could recreate a crime scene like that?
Little thief is not a toy.
You too. Sir? So they're resetting up the stage. Alright. Those two guys did all that? Jeez. Those guys are good. And there you have it. You see? Big boys like me don't need silly toys, little girl.
Huh.
Now this is a recreation. So what? Do you still intend to set the Officer Meekins as the killer? Oh, of course. Even knowing the crime took place here doesn't let him off the hook. Round 3. Agent Lang's logic is the real scene of the crime. Officer Meekins lay in wait for the victim on top of the stage. And when the victim finally showed, he shot him from the high. That's the truth your little recreation showed. How far will you go to accuse Officer Meekins of the crime? He's the most likely suspect we've got, especially given the situation with his gun.
Well, even if he was the killer, at least my recreation was on the mark.
You see? Thank you for understanding, my little crow girl.
Yeah, I'm not some common crow. I'm the Yatagarasu, the elite raven of legend.
Unfortunately, your conclusion has yet to be tested. So let's see how well it holds up. Agent Lang's logic. This is the real scene of the crime. Officer Meekins laying in wait for the victim on top of the stage, and when the victim finally showed, he shot him from the bottom. That's the truth of your little recreation show. Okay, 4 lines. Yeah, we can do that. Unfortunately, Agent Lang's conclusion do not contradict with our recreation.
And does that mean it all went down just as he says?
No, not quite. I wonder what we had recreated earlier was the whole truth. That's the thing. Press. Looks like we found the real crime scene first. Ha! Brag all you want, but we don't have all that free time, unlike the two of you.
You know what you remind me of? A dog licking his wounds as he whimpers home.
Well, I guess I should be thankful for all the time you saved me. Geez, shisha. That's how we say thanks in my country. You're welcome. Hope he realizes we didn't do all of this for him. But I'm here now, so I'll be taking over. As I was saying, this is where the crime took place. Right, what was I thinking? He's got 100 agents! What does it mean he doesn't have time? Lying in wait? How did Officer Meekins even know the victim was going to come here? Simple. He was investigating the kidnappers, right? And while he was doing so, he came to understand the victim, Mr. Deacon's movements. How the balls! Ha! And why would the good officer want to ambush and kill a kidnapper? That voice is wrong. You mean his motive? Who knows and who cares? You can find that out for yourself when you talk to him in jail. You have no respect for the order of law. Don't get me wrong, but I need more than there's no motive to convince me otherwise.
He's right. The lack of a motive is a rather weak argument by itself.
So the officer lay in wait on top of the stage.
Press. Do you agree with how our recreation turned out?
Like I said, I'm grateful that you were able to save me some time.
Alright, but we still don't know why he chose to wait on top of the stage.
Who cares? Maybe he wanted to become the Blue Badger. Who's to say he didn't see the stage and decide to put on a badger show of his own?
Or maybe there's a completely different reason.
What does it matter? It still doesn't change the fact that Officer Meekins stood up on that stage and shot the victim on the ground below.
So you honestly believe that you're saying is what you really occurred?
Hey, you're the one who came with the scenario. Are you saying you doubt yourselves?
Touché. Unfortunately, Agent Lang's conclusions do not contradict with that. Okay, we got this before. Okay, so... What do I have? All I have is this. Okay, let's use this. Got it! I'm terribly sorry, Agent Lang. I should have warned you that our recreation is incomplete. You cut in quite unexpectedly, after all.
What's that supposed to mean?
You said that the victim was shot by the killer from up above, correct? I hate to break it to you, but that's not possible. Huh? Why not? Recall Mr. Deacon's body specifically, where the gunshot wounds were located. Actually, I didn't get that good of a look. Oh, well then. Strike man time. The bullet entered Mr. Deacon in his abdominal region and exited his right shoulder. This is more consistent with the angled shot from beneath the victim. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Ugh.
Ben. Yes, our recreation had the victim being shot at an angle from above. A clear contradiction.
You're discounting your own conclusions?
No, this one point is the only flaw. This was the mistaken parameter in our recreation. The killer and victim's locations. Yes, the locations of the killer and the victim were wrong.
I get it. I see what you're trying to say.
I believe the killer and the victim were standing opposite to what we initially thought. It was the victim who was on the top of the stage as he was being shot by the killer. Recreation! So how did the footsteps end? But yeah, that's... Okay, question. What? Were they both in suits? That means they were both in suits. This is what happened. It also explained the positioning of the gunshot wounds. But then what about the footprints? Since footprints don't lie, we can assume then that the killer also wore a costume. Okay, I'll just try using that data bit instead. Everyone's in costumes up in here. So we had the 4 costumes. Victim, killer, witness, and Meekins. Judging by the fact that both the killer and the victim were wearing costumes, I'd say it was a killing between the 2 kidnappers. That would be the most natural conclusion. Wouldn't you agree, Agent Lang? Whoop.
Well, well done, Mr. Prosecutor. But that alone doesn't clear Officer Meekins of the crime.
It's true. Another bit of proof. Okay, so we're going long, so we'll stop here, and next time we will continue here. So that right there is the game for now. I'm getting good at these voices, I feel. So, I have fun with people watching. That's what's all about it. Having fun. Thanks for coming by, and see you next time.